What if I told you that the man who now mentors presidents, athletes, and CEOs once worked as a janitor for just $40 a week? That the same voice filling arenas with inspiration once lived in total uncertainty about his future? This isn't just a story about success, it's about transformation. This is the story of Tony Robbins. Before the fame, before the books, before the millions of lives changed, Tony Robbins was just an ordinary teenager facing extraordinary challenges. But through those challenges, he discovered something powerful: that your past does not define your future. Today, you'll discover how Tony turned hardship into power and how you can do the same. Anthony J. Mahavoric, later known as Tony Robbins, was born on February 29, 1960, in California. Life wasn't easy. His family faced financial struggles, often wondering how they'd make ends meet. As the oldest of 3 children, Tony quickly learned what responsibility meant. Instead of letting difficulties crush him, he used them as motivation to grow stronger. He realized early on that if he wanted a better life, he would have to create it himself. And that realization would become the foundation of everything he built later. At 17, Tony decided to step out on his own and take charge of his destiny. He worked multiple small jobs, anything he could find to survive and learn. But one day, a simple opportunity changed everything. He heard about a motivational seminar by Jim Rohn, one of the most respected speakers of that time. The ticket price, $35, almost his entire weekly income as a janitor. Most people would have walked away, but Tony said something different to himself: if I don't invest in myself, how will my life ever change? He took the risk. He attended the seminar, and that single decision became the turning point of his life. The seminar opened Tony's eyes to a completely new way of thinking. After it ended, he approached Jim Rohn and offered to help with his events, to learn, to grow, to serve. Jim accepted, and that's how one of the greatest mentorship stories began. Tony spent years learning from Jim Rohn, studying success, human psychology, and communication. He didn't just listen, he applied every lesson. He learned how successful people think, act, and build their lives. And soon, Tony began speaking on his own, sharing the lessons he had learned with an energy and passion that no one had ever seen before. By his early 20s, Tony was already hosting his own seminars across America. People didn't just listen to him, they felt him. His voice carried belief. His energy was electric. His words gave people hope. He created programs like Unleash the Power Within and Date with Destiny, where thousands of people came to discover their inner strength. He introduced innovative techniques that helped people overcome fear, boost confidence, and transform their mindset. Tony wasn't just speaking, he was starting a movement. By his mid-20s, Tony Robbins had become one of the most recognized motivational voices in the world. His first book, Unlimited Power, became a bestseller. Then came Awaken the Giant Within, which changed millions of lives. He began working with world leaders, professional athletes, and entrepreneurs, not just teaching them how to make money, but how to live with purpose. And despite all the fame and success, Tony never forgot where he came from. He made it his mission to give back, to help others who were still where he once was. Tony Robbins believes that the secret to living is giving. Through the Tony Robbins Foundation, he has helped millions with food, education, and support. His annual basket brigade feeds families in need around the world. He's donated hundreds of millions of meals through partnerships like Feeding America. Tony's success has never been about luxury or fame, it's been about creating impact. He built his empire not just with knowledge, but with compassion, because for him, real success means helping others succeed. So, what can we learn from Tony Robbins' journey? First, success begins with belief not in the world, but in yourself. Second, growth starts when you take responsibility for your own life. And third, transformation happens when you turn your pain into purpose. Tony often says, it's not the events of our lives that shape us, but the meaning we give them. No matter where you are today, you can decide right now to change your direction. Your current situation is not your final destination. To every young person watching this, remember, Tony Robbins wasn't born successful. He created success by refusing to give up on himself. He started with no money, no fame, no opportunities, just a dream and determination. And so can you. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everyone's approval, you just need one thing: the decision to start. Every expert was once a beginner. Every strong person was once afraid. Every winner once failed but tried again. And that's what Tony did over and over again until success became inevitable. Tony Robbins' story reminds us all, your background is not your limit, it's your launchpad. So rise up, learn, act, give, and build a life that inspires others. This is Tony Robbins' story, proof that you don't need a perfect start to create a powerful ending. If he could transform his life, so can you. Your journey begins today. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that can help you build your best life. We'll see you in the next video.